US thwarts plot to kill Sikh separatist, issues warning to India. Fort.
Here's a summary of the article.
Nantucket, Mass. New Delhi, November 22. United States authorities thwarted a plot to kill a Sikh separatist in the United States and issued a warning to India over concerns the government in New Delhi was involved, a senior Biden administration official said. News of the incident comes 2 months after Canada said there were credible allegations linking Indian agents to the June murder of a Sikh separatist leader, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, in a Vancouver suburb, something India has rejected. Advertisement scroll to continue. India's anti-terror agency filed a case against Pannan on Monday stating that he warned flag carrier Air India passengers in video messages shared on social media this month that their lives were in danger. The featuring said its sources did not say if the US protest to India resulted in the plot being abandoned, or if it was foiled by the FBI. It said the protest was registered after Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was welcomed on a state visit by President Joe Biden in June. Apart from the diplomatic warning to India, US federal prosecutors have also filed a sealed indictment against at least one suspect in a New York district court, the featuring said. Pannan, like Nijjar, is a proponent of a decades-long but now fringe demand to carve out an independent Sikh homeland from India called Khalistan, a plan New Delhi sees as a security threat due to a violent insurgency in the 1970s and 1980s. The case comes against the historical backdrop of a bombing in 1985 of an Air India aircraft flying from Canada to India that killed 329, and for which Sikh militants were blamed.
This post received a score of 8,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
US authorities thwarted a plot to kill a Sikh separatist in the United States and issued a warning to India over concerns the government in New Delhi was involved, the Financial Times reported on Wednesday, citing unnamed sources. Apart from the diplomatic warning to India, US federal prosecutors have also filed a sealed indictment against at least one suspect in a New York district court, the FT report said. The featuring report said Pannan had declined to say whether US authorities had warned him about the plot, but quoted him as saying he would let the US government respond to the issue of threats to my life on American soil from the Indian operatives. The Financial Times report mentioned that the US shared details of the thwarted plot with a wider group of allies after Canada's public accusation.
So, as it turns out, India was lying about the assassination in Canada and Canada was right all along. I'm shocked.
The most likely reason that Canada became aware that India was behind the assassination of the Canadian citizen is US intelligence agencies intercepted Indian government communications and then provided those intercepts to the Canadian government. Old joke. Interested in applying for a job at the US NSA? Pick up the phone, any phone.
The US, UK, Canada, AUS, NZ spy agencies are one and the same thing.
The Five Eyes spy on each other cause it's illegal for countries to spy on their own citizens.
Rules are a fucking joke. This just shows they will do anything they want.
When Canada said the same thing, we were lying jerks who needed to be expelled. Looks expectedly at India. You guys wanna yell at the states and call them names too? Or stop with the James Bond imitations?
I'm not a fan of Trudeau, but I do respect the fact that he aired this out publicly in a no bullshit, this is what happened way. Our country, and the rest of the world, deserved to hear this, and he made the right move. During the global news cycles that followed, I heard many call it undiplomatic, but I strongly disagree. When a foreign democracy, or even a foreign country, period, regardless of government structure, has a Canadian citizen killed on Canadian soil, we deserve to know and the information should be made public. And the US did nothing to publicly counter what Canada said. The US and Canadian intelligence agencies do work cooperatively, so there's a good chance that we knew as well as Canada that India was behind the assassination in Canada. If I remember correctly, a great amount of the intel came from Five Eyes, the intelligence alliance made up of Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and the United States, so you would be quite right your latter point.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.